Yeah, it's very sophisticated and it's very persuasive when it comes to the information that's out there to pick up things from pitchers. Basically, we're looking at another leap in technology. Whereas years ago, baseball picked up tells from pitchers by having a guy on your bench who just happened to be an expert at looking at things in real time with his own eyes. Then we had a center field camera where you could pick up some things. Now, actually, most teams have a system installed in their ballpark where there's 8 cameras directed right at the pitcher's mound. Those cameras are there to help with performance and especially keeping guys healthy because it has biomechanical markers you can learn from. But one of the benefits of all those cameras is we're getting looks at pitchers and how they put the ball in their glove, how they grip the baseball like never before. And machine learning algorithms, yeah, AI is involved here because going through all of those images is a lot of work when you're talking about 8 different angles, hundreds, if not thousands of pitches. If there's anything that's even minutely different that a pitcher does, these cameras and machine learning algorithms will pick it up. And once alerted to that through machine learning, a team then can tell their players, hey, this is what a guy does when he throws a splitter. And maybe the base coach is the one who can relay that information to the hitter because the base coach has a different look into the glove or the grip of a pitcher. I can just tell you, Brian, that many, many teams are so concerned about that. They don't like the direction where this is going, where not just the pitch, but maybe a game can be decided by artificial intelligence that is being relayed during a game by people who are not actually playing the game. I think that's the concern, is where this goes.
All right, Tom, I'll just jump right to it. Let's say you wanted to get rid of it. How could you stop it?
That's a great question, Brian. You really can't. The only thing you could try to do, and they're doing it now as we speak, there are game monitors inside the dugouts for every game on both sides, and they're making sure that things are not relayed electronically in real time. Of course, that's a fallout from the 2017 Astros sign stealing scandal. But for instance, what if you said, well, we can't have base coaches relaying information? I don't think there's any way to police that because something as subtle as the way a base coach stands could be the relay system to the batter in the batter's box. How do you defend that? You really can't. So all you can do is defend the clear infractions in which maybe they're looking at things in real time and a monitor behind the dugout, something along those lines. But you're right, it's almost impossible to really defend.
I've heard pitchers then say, hey, I've got to clean up my stuff. Got to get clean, got to make sure I don't have any tells. Is that asking too much, or is that something you could learn? And then go into the cat and mouse game and say, oh, you think this is my tell? I'll show you this. I'll show you my splitter look when I'm throwing a fastball. Has it gotten to that level yet?
Well, it has, but Brian, you have to remember now, I've never heard so much talk about pitchers giving away their pitches as I do now, because there's such a I had a pitching coach tell me that now teams are preparing games offensively more about finding tells than about the approach at the plate. And the pitching coach said, I spend more times on things like this. We're looking at pitchers who had to change the way they came to the set position because their pitching coaches thought that they were giving away their pitches. Now you see Grayson Rodriguez there with the hands so far away from a body. We're seeing fewer and fewer pitchers actually come set like that. If you watch your games tonight, no matter what games you're looking at, you are going to see the majority of pitchers having their hands extremely close to either the belt or the chest and re-gripping inside the glove. Very little of the hands coming together or especially away from the body, because they know now you not only have to disguise your pitches and your grip from the hitter's vantage point, you have to disguise it from the 8 different camera angles that are looking at everything you do. Here's just one example. One executive told me there was a situation where a pitcher was giving away his splitter because the muscles, the tendons on his forearm were flexing as he gripped inside the glove. That was picked up on cameras, and maybe the third base coach with a right-handed pitcher on the mound can see that and then relay that to the hitter. That's the kind of level of detail that we're seeing now with machine learning video algorithms.